Yes, people, welcome back.
Yes.
Good and on the ball. Yeah, man, thank you for joining us again. We're back again with another show. If you guys tuned in yesterday, you would have seen our Talk to Trent film that we did with our good friend Joe. That went live yesterday. There was a lot of excitement. And yeah, guys, thank you for supporting it. Look, we're here today for the San Marino game. But yeah, look, to be honest, I'm happy it's a 4 at the back, Ishmael. We said we'd never see it again.
Hey, listen,
like we're seeing it.
I've got one thing to say, mate. I've got one thing to say. It's coming home.
Yeah. Bro, if we play 4 at the back, do you know what? I believe
it could come home. It could come home.
Bro, genuinely, I believe if you play 4 at the back, then you've got me hooked. Like Southgate knows what he's doing.
You know what? I feel like Southgate is teasing us because you can't play 5 at the back against San Marino. That's an embarrassment. You've got to play.
But at least there's a recognition.
These man statistically.
But there's a recognition at least that you can play 4 at the back in certain situations, at least, which I'm happy about.
Oh, he's a pimplex, isn't it? When it comes to the real crunch games, it's 5 defenders. That's what time it is.
Yeah, when we play Croatia, that's what we'll see.
Listen, for me, yeah, I'll take this. I just don't want to see any goals conceded tonight. It's got to be big scores, clean sheet. That's what I'm trying to see.
Yeah, I'm not bothered, bro. I'm not bothered. World Cup qualifiers literally mean nothing.
You know what? There's Nick Pope as well. Though, this is a big game for him. I feel like he could try and maybe go somewhere to nailing down this spot, but he's got to be flawless basically next these 2 games.
He's better. Look, he's better than Pickford, but he's not Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson's the best capped goalkeeper we've got.
You know what? For me, I'm actually not fussed which one it is as long as it's not Pickford. I literally don't care. But yeah,
I'm not angry. James Stones, Cody Chilwell. How have both Chelsea's fullbacks made it in there?
yeah. Chilwell's not even been starting really.
Southgate, innit? He's just
literally. If I saw no. This is the thing where I'm kind of gonna defend Southgate a little bit. You do kind of want to. John Stones let the ball run for his legs. You don't want to be chopping and changing too much at this point. So I think if he already thinks my man Chilwell was going to be left back, then you got to just back him from now until the Euros. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think Luke Shaw's had a better season, but I don't really see too much chopping and changing now.
You're waffling this role again. You're waffling.
What do you mean?
You say that? So what? Yeah, but you're saying that you should just stick with. I'm
just saying Southgate is. If Southgate knows, he even said before the game, he's kind of got his 11 in his mind. So I'd rather see him now.
I'm not talking to Southgate though. I'm talking to you. You can't be justifying that.
Obviously, that I think Luke Shaw should be. Sterling's looking all right. As soon as I can't get gassed about this because it's San Marino. This is what we should be doing.
Why are they wearing their away kit as well?
Maybe sales. They're trying to get sales up. Yeah. Decent. But yeah, back to the Luke Shaw thing because I feel like I've upset you a little bit. I think Luke Shaw should be starting.
No, it just doesn't make sense, bro. It just doesn't make sense.
But now I feel
you can't be saying before the Euro. You can't be saying that.
Go on.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Someone just came in. You can't be saying you can't experiment. Look, what's the point of having Ollie Watkins in the squad? What's the point of bringing Jesse Lingard back?
Forwards.
What's the point of having Calvin Phillips in there if you're not willing to try?
I thought. Go on. If you're not willing to try.
No, I was just saying. You can't be. What's the point of calling these people up if you're saying that you're not gonna? You've already got an idea of who your team's going to be. You shouldn't have an idea of a team who's going to be at the moment because there's so many players that are playing in form at the moment. You can't be that dismissive, surely.
The way I look at it, and Annie Aluka made a good point in the pre-match. I don't know if you were listening or not, but she was saying that the attacking positions is kind of where there's going to be more of a decision based on form. Whereas I think defensively, you always want to get your unit just solidified patterns, get them used to working with each other. So if Gareth
I don't know
thinks
if I
in his
agree
head,
with that. I don't know if I agree with that.
If
It's got to
Gareth-
be formal all over the pitch, man.
but then how are you meant to build relationships? It's not like club football where you can you've got a quick succession of games to play away and so.
Bro, they
When it
speak the
gets to
same
tournament-
language, man. They play like they. It's not that deep, man.
I hear that, I hear
All you got to do
I
is
hear
find. All you got to do is play Maguire and Stones next to each other, and then you just play. Look, if you want to have if you wanna have a
Maguire and
system,
Stones, I'm not sure about, man. I'm really not sure about why.
if you got Walker and Shaw on either side, I think you're all right.
In a free, so what we're saying as fullbacks?
No three.
As fullbacks.
I've got photos. Yeah, if you got them as fullbacks, then you're good. You don't really need much pace in your centre back positions.
Balls, Mount, good ball.
Was it you that was texting me about Van Dijk coming back soon?
Yeah. Someone there's a quite a reliable source. Yeah, quite a reliable Liverpool source that I follow. Shout out Grizz. But yeah, he's basically saying that he's gonna be returning to full training in 8 weeks with a view to playing at the Euros. I'm pissed, mate. I'm pissed.
It's too late for you, though, isn't it?
Bro, I'm not trying to see him. This season should just be a write-off. Come back next year.
It is a write-off, though. He's not playing this season, is he?
Yeah, but the Euros is not pre-season. Like, you can't have no games since October. Like, where's he going to get his match fitness from?
But he's a Rolls Royce, ain't he?
It just seems a bit mad. Also, Holland got flipping pumped up yesterday, so I think they might be trying to get him back a bit quicker. My man Kabak had an amazing game. Don't know if you saw, but
Nah.
yeah, he was sorting it up.
Did you have a good game?
I said nah. Yeah, he played really well, really well.
Who's he playing for?
Turkey, bro. Turkey.
Oh yeah. Did he have a good game?
You're not telling my man's Turkish. Yeah, he played well. Played very well. I think he might have been man of the match. No, I caught the highlights and saw his stats after the game.
Calvert
What happened there, mate? What happened there?
Calvert
See, these men
Lewin.
I was Chilwell that far in the box. Like they don't rate San Marino.
I thought they were in blue.
Yeah. Is that fruity through?
If Fru's Fru's here.
Yes,
Fru in
Free,
the
what you
house.
saying, bro? What you
Yeah,
saying?
I'm on cam.
Come on, come through.
Sup,
Oh
G?
no. Yes, brother. What you
Lineup's
saying?
looking tasty. Formation more than anything.
Yeah, we got R9. We got R9 in the building, guys.
So we got R9 in the building. Wait, the sound coming through.
Calvert-Lewin's got to do better there, man. Fuck me.
Oh, 3 people watching now. Through.
Decent.
So you get.
Let us know in the comments thoughts so far. Let's rate Moses and Fru's shirts. Let us know in the comments who's got the better shirt on. It's pretty tough to be fair. That New England shirt is quite saucy.
Where's yours at? Where's yours at?
I'm saving it. I'm saving mine for some special content we've got planned for everyone next week, or this week, whatever it is.
Is that a way to an exclusive?
It might be, mate. It might be. Yeah, we got some fresh content coming your way. So it's Phillips. What do you think of Calvin Phillips' inclusion? I don't think he's been all that. Yeah. I'd like to see Declan Rice to start this game.
Yeah, this isn't like a first team or anything. This is just like a team.
Yeah. Who have we got? Who have we got on?
Kane on the bench.
Is it Saturday or Sunday they're playing?
Odin as well. Who are we playing on Saturday as well? Great ball.
We are playing
Sterling.
Albania on Sunday.
Sterling captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Albania away on Sunday.
Sunday.
Sorry, watchers. I'm not offering much insight into this. So
No, don't worry about it, mate.
I'm just here for the game.
Yeah, say what you see, lad.
Like Glenn Hoddle.
Yeah, it's a good ball in there.
Do you think that as well? Glenn Hoddle commentating, like he just says what you can see. He's kicked it, but he's missed. He seems to have mishit it, and it's gone wide.
But what do you want? What do you want from your? What do you want from your commentator? Like, I don't like it when they start chatting absolute waffle, talking about their flipping what they did for GCSEs and that. Like, man, don't care about that.
You usually have commentators who do different roles. There's one that does the talking, and then there's usually the ex-footballer who like
They give the insight. They give the insight into like that back when I was playing, that was XYZ.
Yeah.
But I'll be you boy someday.
One day. Richard Keys.
Hey, less of that, bro. Less of that. We did not promote misogyny. Yeah. Still, the undefeated partnership. They could be tag team champions. That's how good they were.
Tika Balsa. I used to think he was saying Tika Busha for ages. Tika Busha.
What a heck? Yeah, beauty. Was that Gerard goal? Was that Gerard goal the first time he did? Yeah, beauty.
Yeah. All of them are Gerard goals.
Olympiacos and what's the other one?
Sounds like the Olympiacos one.
Sorry? Yeah, I can't remember. What was the other one? One was Olympiacos. What was the other one? No, the other one wasn't Gerard. Wasn't Gerard the other one? It was Neil Mellor.
Oh, was it? Neil Mellor. Was it against Arsenal, that one?
Yeah. Sterling, man.
That's when Liverpool were supporting Liverpool.
They literally came with like Vieira, Henry, Reyes, rest in peace. We were playing flipping Mellor, Cinema, Pongo. Like, the team was so dead, man. Oh, I've come a long way.
Usually when another like segment from like commentary that I really enjoy is when you play teams like San Marino and they're like, the left back just finished one of his shifts at the local pub. The striker is a postman. Like I love hearing that.
The part-time ballers.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching the England training like earlier on the day.
Oh, good. Lingard's looking dangerous.
Yeah, I was watching the training earlier.
Yeah.
A lot of emphasis on shooting from outside the box and crosses into the D, trying to get at least 3 men in there. There's Ward-Prowse deep, Calvert-Lewin, and then one of the midfielders. So I reckon that's probably going to be something they'll be focusing on.
I think shooting out the box is a big one. Especially, which is something I found for Liverpool this season as well. Is like we don't. And so England don't really take enough shots out of the box. Sometimes you got to just bang it from 20, 25 yards. Oh. Mount's looking decent.
Yeah, he's looking live. It's nice to watch Mount and be supportive. I do like it.
Yeah. I can't. When he plays for Chelsea, I find it really hard to give any sort of praise. I reckon there's gonna be a goal here from Stones.
I reckon why?
He's not playing.
Oh, John Stones just missed.
Stones and Cody. Oh, ball. Oh my days.
You always got it right, Ishmael.
You got to score that, mate. You got to finish that.
Illuminati-ish.
I don't know why. Did Sterling miss it first? Yeah. What did you not think of? What did you not think of the? What did you not think of that England starting 11 that the Sky Sports fans?
Bro, I'm just so happy they're playing 4 at the back. I said it earlier. It's at least an acknowledgement from Southgate that there are times when 4 at the back works. It's not just him being hard-headed.
Oh yeah.
He scored.
He literally, I told you, he's scored so many of those goals.
Wait, what minute? I think I must be a little bit behind. I'm gonna just hit 13 minutes. Yeah.
Fertile ground, they say.
Is he making a claim to start then, Ward-Prowse, do you reckon?
You know what? I think within this England setup, I wouldn't be angry if he started.
Oh, finish, to be fair. Finish.
I'm actually happy that Jay Lings is back in the squad.
Yeah, man. He looks when he's playing on form, man. We don't ever play. He kind of reminds. Actually, you do. Jack Grealish is quite similar. Just the way they play and pick up the ball.
He's quite active, like quite physical.
Plays 1-2 touch.
He's busy. He's very busy. I like it. Him and Mason Mount link up is quite. They're both like they're both on the same wavelength.
The switch of narrative nationally as well. If he just fucking wins us the Euros.
Mate, man was calling him Bingard like 6 months ago.
And then he's promising young player, and then just has another 10 years.
Well, man, still keeping ball better,
yeah.
To be fair, Ian Wright burst into the scene like. Go on.
No, I was gonna say it's nice to hear Jesse get his flowers, or like it's nice to see Jesse get his flowers again.
It helps that he's not at United at the moment.
There's so much victory.
I can get on board with him. I can get on board with him at West Ham. That I quite like. That's quite a nice little link up, him and Declan Rice.
Yeah, I found a lot of that discourse around him was quite vicious.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard if you break a big club like that. You have to be like the best in the world almost. You know what I mean? To like justify you being there.
Yeah.
I hear that.
There's a lot less pressure on him now he's at West Ham, but I think it's just one of those things. Rivalries can blind people's like actual the. Go on, sorry.
What I will say is a lot of his negativity was from United fans as well. I feel like he was quite.
No, it wasn't from United fans. It was literally all.
I don't know, man. I didn't hear.
For me anyway. I don't think it's from United fans. United fans get behind their players usually. I couldn't.
There's a couple, even like Pogba is a United player who's clearly like, if not your best player, like the second best, but he still invites a lot of criticism. But I don't think it's not always an indictment. It's not an indictment of his ability. It's not about his ability.
International break and says, "I don't know, man. I'd love to play for Real." Like that's the reason for it. But United fans we wouldn't get on Jesse. We didn't get. Well, some probably did, but like it wasn't like it's not even worth noting. I don't think United fans did. But it was literally you, like people like you, fans like you. Before you start putting you are the people I was referring to. Like,
listen, I said already. I said what I said about Jesse. At the time he was playing dead. I think like a lot of the criticism when it gets personal, that's obviously over the nice ball.
Oh God.
That's obviously over the line, but yeah, man. If a player's playing shit, you're allowed to.
Way too far.
I called him Bingard a couple of times. I don't think I went any further. Like, I'm not talking about
Rashford before he started popping off.
Yeah. But no, before he started doing.
What I want to
acknowledge
No. I think you've been very reactionary.
My stance on Rashford hasn't really changed. Like, I rate him now for what he's done outside of
20 goals a season.
Yeah, a league goal is what I was talking about. He still hasn't done that yet.
No, you weren't talking about league goals. You're saying 20 goals.
He's not having a great season. I don't think. I think he's got work to do to be starting for England.
He's got like 18, 19 goals this season. So
when we talk about goals, let's talk about league.
That's a bad season though. So he's still getting 19 goals. So,
I think Sterling and Sancho for me start ahead of Rashford.
A better season.
I think Sancho and Rashford for me start over Rashford.
Sancho and Sterling.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, I don't think it's as black and white as that. Since Sancho's not played well at all this season. He had
a bad start, but he's played. I think he's been injured, but he
But he's
turned his form around.
Yeah, I know. I just find it interesting how you could say that Sancho's turned his form around, or when he's not even hitting the same heights as Rashford has. Admittedly, Rashford's been injured and not played as well.
Listen,
I just find it interesting that you can cast a blind.
Rightly so. You're pulling up Rashford's numbers and his stats. That's great. Obviously, it adds weight to your argument, but I think Sancho's having a good season. I think Sancho
What are you
can offer
talking
more.
about? You can't be saying Sancho's having a good season.
Sancho's having a good season. What do you mean he's not? Do you
What?
not think he is? He had a bad start.
You're not watching. Do you not know where Borussia Dortmund are in the league? Do you not
Yeah,
know?
they're like six. They're like six.
Compared to last season, do you know how many goals and assists he's on? You can't say he's having a good season.
He had a bad start. He had a really slow start because of which I put down to the United saga, transfer saga. I don't think his head was in it, but
right.
I think he's a better player than Rashford.
That's not what you said, though. You were saying he's had a better season than Rashford. I just disputed.
No, I never said that. I never said that. I said he's had a good season. I don't think Rashford's had a great season. Yeah, he might have scored more goals than Sancho, but I don't think
it's fair to say that Sancho's had a better season than Rashford, personally.
I never said that. I said Sancho's had a good season and Rashford's not had a good season. And I would personally...
Am I not allowed to make the inference there that you think that he's had a better season?
You can make the inference, but I'm telling you it's not right.
That's what you're saying, though.
Not the correct one. Anyway. Listen, I would rather start Sancho over Rashford, and I think Sterling is not really droppable for England. I feel like Southgate, that's one of his ride or dies. And I like Sterling's got experience as well. Sterling's got experience. Look at him, he's captain tonight. He's a leader.
Yeah, because of big tournaments only come around every 2 years, you forget how shit he was at the last one.
Oh yeah, you keep saying this. I don't think he was that bad at the World Cup. Like if Kane squared it. If Kane squared it,
we'll watch the highlights again until at some point. That'll be good content.
Wait, should we do that? Should we watch the World Cup games as build up to
yeah, I think so, man. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because I think it'd be quite good to see how much of a vibe. Oh, good goal.
DCL.
He's got a few, hasn't he? For England now. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he scored really last.
Yeah. Well, who's it? I think Tobbs. I was doing Tobbs's 23-man England team, and he didn't take DCL.
Did he take Tammy? I bet he took Tammy. He took Tammy, innit? He took Tammy.
Did he?
No, he didn't take Tammy.
Who's the strikers then?
He likes Bamford.
To be fair, we did it together. We did it collaboratively, but there were bits where I let him pick. So look, he's gone for Pope, Henderson, Pickford.
Yeah.
And then fullbacks Walker, Trent, Shaw, Chilwell.
Okay,
and centre backs, it's gone Stones.
Wait, no restraints. No restraints. Who was the right backs?
No
James and Trent. What?
Walker, Trent, Shaw, Chilwell.
Right, fair. Okay.
And then the centre backs has gone Stones.
Wait, was Joe in the room? Was Joe in the room when he was doing it?
No.
Like
it was
Joe applying pressure.
We did this about 10 days ago. Stones, Maguire, Keane, Mings at centre back.
Okay.
And then in the central midfielders, he's gone Henderson, Rice, Bellingham, Mount.
Fair.
I don't mind that. I'm not angry.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah. Then he's gone Grealish, Maddison.
Don't know about Maddison
in the cams. Yeah. If he gets dropped, it's gonna be harsh. Or if he doesn't get taken, sorry. And then he's gone off the right wing, Saka, Sterling, up front, Kane, Rashford. On the right or the left, sorry, Sancho and Foden.
So he's missed out then. DCL. And
I'll probably count Foden as well.
Foden's in there.
No, Foden. Is Foden in there? Oh, so he's put Rashford in as the other striker. Nah, see, I feel like is that 23? Is that definitely 23 players?
Yeah.
I feel like it's only 22. I think you only picked. Oh, you picked an extra keeper as well, didn't you? What do I think about that? I feel like Maddison might not go. You know.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
Because considering we don't really play with one number 10, I don't think he's going to take Grealish and Maddison.
I think he'll take two of them, but Foden can play off the right as well.
Or unless do you reckon he might not take Bellingham and take Maddison as an 8?
I don't know. Depends. I think it's harsh.
Bellingham's had a good season as well, and he's been doing it. We're not respecting these man at all. This is what I like to see, man.
How do you do it if you're San Marino? Like, I'm gonna go out and get banged 10-0 every match.
Yeah, but imagine you're playing against.
You can score a goal today, boys.
Yeah.
Fuck scoring a goal. Shot on target. Like,
keep it under 5 until the 60th minute.
And then we'll get Janet.
Impact player.
It's when they say we've got to win the second half. Like, what the fuck does that mean, man? Like, you don't get any point. You don't get extra points for winning one half in the game.
That's just the mentality thing. That's just to like it doesn't get any worse from here, basically.
Yeah, so if it's like 6-0 half time, like, and you score one in the second half,
we try and win the second half. It's like you're not going to win the game, but let's just try and make sure that we don't make fools of ourselves.
Surely at 6-0 is already it's already quite peak though.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have to be 10-0, do you?
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, man.
San Marino,
that's the
everything's
thing.
the caveat.
Yeah, I know, but at least
the patterns have played it nice.
Cool.
Oh,
we're going. I'm telling you, look, we're looking for the balls into the box non-stop. I think there's been about 6 or 7 crosses.
He's looked dangerous every time as well.
Yeah, his movement and his strength, he just wants it more. Like, we have to remember these man. Ishmael, if you can you find out what the jobs of these players are?
You got
I don't know what centre backs have been doing during in the daytime.
Oh, flipping hell. They've only ever won one game.
That in their history.
Yeah, a friendly against Liechtenstein.
It's not
the big derby.
We've played them like 3 times, I swear, in the last.
They need to switch. They need to switch this up a little bit. Like, I'd rather play harder. Like, I don't know, or just not do the qualifiers. It just seems a bit pointless.
They group all the European teams together. I think World Cup qualifiers should just have every country. It's like cross-continent games.
Yeah, so we'd be playing like Colombia instead of San Marino. Like,
yeah, it's like a mini World Cup to qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah, they need to look at it.
Way too long, man. There's about like 8 teams as well. You played them twice. It's so long.
Home and away. Unless they just do one leg.
Not
leg, but fixture. Yeah, just do it all.
Oh, that goalkeeper. It's hit with his legs.
Oh god. Have they even been in our half yet, or in our box?
I don't know. I don't think they've been in our box. Oh, they had a chance earlier, didn't they? They had the ball across. They had a crossing.
I don't remember. I don't even remember that. Who do you reckon has been the best player so far? Then who's standing out?
Sterling's looks super, like, just lively. He's not had his end product's not been there today, but he looks good. Mount as well. Jesse Lingard looks good, but all look lively. Prowse as well. DCL's got a goal. Obviously, Prowse got a goal. Phillips he's looked calm on the ball. Connor Cody's this is not the point to play because he's just not going to do anything. He's got to pass it. Because you've been saying as well, he's not been in the best form, has he?
No, he's been pretty dead for Wolves. But for me, yeah, they've gone to 4 at the back quite a lot this season. I feel like he's getting a little bit exposed. Because he was sort of just getting it. 27 with the goals. Let me have a look. Let me just check that for you. DCL was 21 minutes and Ward-Prowse was 14.
1 second, mate.
Well, they said Ward-Prowse was first, 14.
What was Carl Lewin?
2-0.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. I'm on camera.
BCL
and
JWP.
JWP. Yeah, no, I got that.
Hello. That's top bro. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
No DCL on your World Cup squad. Discuss. What? No DCL on your World Cup squad. Discuss.
Yeah, I probably in my World Cup squad.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you having 2 players per position, you could have. I'd bring Rashford as my second number 9, and I'd bring all of Maddison, Grealish, Foden, and Mount?
I would agree with you if Harry Kane's injury record wasn't as patchy as it is. But I feel like if anything, if Kane got injured, I wouldn't want Rashford to be leading the line down the middle.
But I don't even buy it in the modern game that like having a number 9 as a pinpoint is that important. Like City have been playing without a number 9 all season. With like Foden, Sterling, Bernardo up front.
City create the amount of chances City create is like not comparable to what we can even dream of.
Okay, but
like in a game, in a tight, especially international, is also quite different. It's often quite cagey. So in like a quarterfinal, if you get one chance in a game, this is no shade on Rashford either or Sterling, but I don't know if I want to bank on them to get that one chance if it falls in a box. I'd rather have DCL in there should anything happen to Kane.
DCL's missed earlier.
Well, the one that went through his legs, yeah. That was pretty bad.
I get what you guys are saying about us not beating City, but 4 of City's starting 11 will also start for England.
Yeah, that's not how it works. You see how Sterling...
Oh, 3-0.
Do you remember that season where Leroy Sané was on one wing and then Sterling was on the other, and the amount of assists that Sané got, Sané gave to
back post
Sterling that season was crazy. Like they're not recreating that at England. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think the number 9 in the modern game is like as important as we think it is.
Yeah, but we're England.
Yeah,
you need a finisher, though. You need a finisher.
Innovative, like ball playing, like they're all technically incredible. Like when we've got like, I don't know, we're not the same as them basically. I think it's harder for us to say that look, we can just do what City do.
I think
it's not just City.
I think we could in like 5-10 years maybe. Like
with Southgate as our manager, that's what I just don't see happening.
But like, I think
the amount of training it takes to drill that into a player.
But like they're all like, I think these English academies like United and City, they're all making those sort of players now. They're all producing like Foden's, Sancho's, the Grealishes. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like, whereas I think before the English mold was definitely like 4-4-2 number up.
Yeah,
like, it is changing slowly, and that is coming from like they built the St George's complex, so there is like some form of direction.
For sure,
which is why it's strange that we have Southgate as manager.
I think that's just more of like I think that's a reflection of where football's going at the moment. It's more tactically astute. Like the players are a lot more technically sound. You can't just have centre backs who hoof the ball forward. You have to have ones that are comfortable on the ball.
Yeah.
Like, but I do think there's another level from here to then playing like
City or sort of Spain in their prime. Like, I hear that.
I actually rate Bamford over DCL at the moment.
Wow, I'm
not angry at that. I think he's unlucky.
Bamford misses a lot. No.
Look at him.
Oh my days!
I don't think Watkins
Bamford is more of a baller than DCL is. DCL is more of a number 9 finisher, but Bamford is like.
To be fair, I'm sorry. That was a hard chance. That was a very hard chance.
Finisher. You're lucky that.
I swear, people just see San Marino. They're like, I want.
No way, he's got a rat's tail.
Yeah. No, I think it's unintentional. It's unintentional.
Yeah.
No, he watched the Star Wars last night. Those Anakin vibes.
Well, what's his name? Who's that? Oh, what's his name? Paulinho? No,
the Inter Milan player. Paoletta, Gabriel. No, it's not.
Oh, was it? Javinko? Didn't he have one?
I know who.
He had that.
I know who. No,
Baggio had one. Baggio had one as well. Baggio had one.
Yeah.
As well, didn't he?
Absolute mad thing. Well, your boys looking good to us. That's looking decent.
It's a bit late now, but what was your prediction for the game?
You just need to keep a clean sheet. I'm saying like
full-time score.
I want your most obscure prediction.
7-3. 7-3.
3.
How many throw-ins do you reckon that'll
be? In total, throw-ins about 35. 35.
First sub. What's the first sub going to be?
First sub will be.
What's the first sub?
Let me have a look. Can I see the squad
Mount
quickly
is
before I give an
nice.
answer? Let me just.
I think it's 7-0.
Oh,
Gamble. He's got a gamble there. Do you get what I mean? This is what I mean about. Is it come up for you?
All right. First sub is Phil Foden for Jesse Lingard.
Jailing.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a hard chance.
That's a bit harsh, Tom.
I don't know.
He's got
That's
nowhere
so
near
harsh.
it.
He
Look.
literally batters it right. He batters it across the bottom.
gotta do
Man said he's got a
better
gamble.
than that.
Man said he's got a gamble.
Got a gamble.
He's got to be
there,
10
mate.
foot.
What's the agenda against DCL? What's the agenda against DCL?
I don't have an agenda. I just think that like he had a really hot start to the season. I got it. Like I get it. But
He's a bit
really
streaky. He's a little bit streaky.
He's really petered off. And like
Do you
I'm trying to figure out what he is apart from like dominant in the air. Like
he's just a finisher. He's a in the box.
He's got pace. He's got pace.
He's one of those. I feel like he's one of those guys that's in the right place at the right time, and I love that.
Yeah, but that's as a striker. As a striker, do you know how much? Do you know
that's
how
learned behavior.
how
That's
good
a
a
skill.
trait that is? Do you know how good a trait that is as a striker to be in the right place at the right
way
time?
Bamford's bringing in all these other Leeds players up top, up the pitch, and I just feel like he's a better fit for this England team.
For me, yeah.
I
For me,
get
I
what you're
don't
saying.
think the conversations between Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Bamford. I think DCL.
Oh,
Jailing.
I don't think it's about DCL or Bamford. I think it's about Bamford or Watkins. For me, that's where I was
yeah.
a bit
Watkins is here on some.
He's tailed off, you know what I mean?
Like,
Like, he had a good
yeah.
couple of games. And then, I think he duppied Arsenal's defence at the Emirates. And then from there,
and ours as well. Duppied ours as well. Got a hat trick.
That's part of it. And also, I think like for me, if it is between Bamford and DCL, like Bamford's not going to start. I think I'd rather have DCL coming off the bench. Like
100%.
he knows this level as well.
Yeah.
It won't be his first. It won't be his first England cap.
I don't think Bamford doesn't make it for me. I feel like as good as he is at bringing people into play, I think he's missed the most big chances in the Premier season. And again, with international football, like we're not going to create loads of chances.
It's free.
That goal, Raheem Sterling, 31 minutes. By the way.
Do you reckon Southgate uses a comb for his beard?
I think he's got something.
He's got
probably. Do you reckon it's the same Afro comb that Simeone uses?
Yeah.
We're reading this BBC Sport article from today, actually. How do you improve the world's worst national team? They've got 1,800 registered players compared to England's 14 million.
1,800.
1,800. What the hell?
450 players taking part in their 15-club non-professional league. Only 100.
Wait, lads. If we go live in San Marino for like 7 years, we could play for the national team at like Euro 2028 or something.
Why is it even a country? It's like a mountain resort in the middle of the Dolomites. Like it's not even a country.
Hello, Italian as well.
It's just Italy. It's like Andorra being a country. Like Andorra. How England bagged Andorra and San Marino in the same group? It's just like
it happens every time. It's like Andorra, San Marino, Macedonia, Liechtenstein.
It's ridiculous. It's just like
it's improved. It has improved. It's improved my European geography. That's the only thing.
Yeah, Liechtenstein. Do you know they have the same national anthem as England?
Do they play it twice then, or just once?
Yeah.
But
in Liechtenstein or somewhere.
But no wonder we're shit when we get to tournaments. These fucking Germans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you can say the same. But you can say it. But it's the same for Germany when they play like flipping. I don't know.
Lingard himself. I've rated though. Jesse's got his confidence back. He looks so much better. Like honestly,
good ball from Ward-Prowse.
Prowse is playing quite well.
I can't explain how happy I am to see Jesse performing again.
I think we'll get another one before half time.
It's just weird. You see some players, and you think, "Fuck, he's like never going to be as good as he was." As his confidence just gone, you know what I mean? He's not Jesse. Like he's still in his prime years. It's good to see him like. Just getting back into the England squad and just getting assists and goals again.
Do you think he gets back into the United team? What you said? Do you reckon he gets back into this
over
United?
Dan
Yeah,
James.
depends where you play him. I would love him as like a backup to Bruno, but Jesse needs to be playing games to like he needs to be playing matches.
He'll get sold though, surely.
I wouldn't certainly. I'd keep him at United next season. This is exactly what I wanted from the loan. I wanted him to just go get some.
It's just he's got to go. He should stay there. Like he'll play week in week out.
And he'll be rated, like,
Yeah,
revered,
I'd want to
he's
go.
their boy now.
Yeah,
Why would it's a shame there's not fans because he is their boy.
I definitely. I think if you want what's best for Jesse, he's got to leave United.
Yeah.
It's not about what's best for Jesse. It's about what's best for the club. And if he could be playing if he's playing at this level, then he's a Man United player for me.
Yeah, but I don't think he's afforded the same
But that's why other fans. That's what I'm saying. It's like other fans. Other fans will. The issue would be like if Jesse starts playing for Man United again, then you're gonna have to be like critical of him again, and then it's gonna be like, oh, what?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The narrative changes again. It's like fuck Jesse, like oh you're shit, Bingard, all this stuff. Like if he can play at this level and maintain this level, then he's a Man United quality player. Because
I think, like you said before, though, he needs to have the rhythm.
It's not really.
He can't just play one game.
What do you mean?
It's not like Jesse's not gonna like come back into the United side and make any of those three in midfield worry for their place. He's not. He's not gonna.
Bruno's been playing. I think I saw some stat like he's like third highest minutes out of any player.
No, but he's not going to make you worried for your place. Bruno's not going to look to
one of them Harry Maguire stats.
Oh shit! Like I've got to play so well that to keep this guy out. Jesse just comes in to fill the numbers.
I think forgetting how good Jesse Lingard is. Like the Lingard that went to the World Cup, the Lingard that was playing for United like 2 seasons ago. Bro, he was a top player. If like you see what competition for places can do to like Luke, for example. 3-0. Competitions for places can do for like Jesse, for like Luke Shaw. I think definitely, man. For me, he's good enough to he never like his ability was never in doubt. It was like whether he could ever hit those heights again. And the fact that he's gone to West Ham and done it straight away, he ultimately would want to go back to United because he's United. So I think for me, I'd be happy to welcome him back if he can play at this level. I'll welcome him back.
I just think it's underestimated how important it is how clubs sell as much as it is how they buy. And like, for instance, like Ross Barkley is a Chelsea fan. So. Ross Barkley's had a really good season. He's had a good season at Aston Villa so far. Do I think if at his best he could play at the Chelsea level? Yeah, probably. But do I think it'd be good to sell him? Yeah, I do also. Because
I don't think he's at the level where Chelsea want to be going. Like, you can't be signing Havertz for 70-odd million. Not Luke Shaw. Ross Barkley he's not really progressed to that level where you're trying to.
But it's the same as
Lingard for titles.
Lingard's been.
You think Lingard's better than Ross Barkley?
100%.
I don't know if he's better. I don't know.
He's not. He's a better player than Jesse Lingard.
I don't know if he's better. No, wait, hang on. Let me just say my piece. I think Ross Barkley might be more. He might be more naturally talented, but I don't think he's not done. Lingard's done more. Yeah, he is. But Lingard's done more. Ross
Barkley's a technically player than Jesse Lingard.
Lingard's got better celebrations.
Ross Barkley is physically a beast. Go on, Jess.
That's funny.
What are you saying about Lingard?
For me, Jesse Lingard's better. Ross Barkley's got more like. He's got more bite and more aggression, and like he's more of a beast.
When he broke onto the scene, I thought he was going to be it.
I think Ross Barkley's a better.
They're building like he's going to be.
It's definitely not mad to hold that.
You can hold that opinion. You can hold that opinion, but I believe Jesse Lingard's a much better, a much more technically gifted.
He's not much better. I don't think there's much in between either of them.
I think Jesse Lingard, in terms of 1-2 touch football, is 10 times better. Even though Stoke do 10 times.
Sterling's on the madness.
Ross Barkley's a good player. I'm not saying that he's not, but
I think I've seen more like in a season from like Lingard's had a couple seasons and a tournament for England. But I think he's good. Like, he's a decent, solid player. I don't think that from Ross Barkley. I've seen it in this beginning of the season. When he was at Everton for a bit, but I don't think. I don't know. Has he done much for Chelsea?
He had a good. He was. He played. He started most of the. Okay, you can let me finish the sentence.
Which season? No.
When-
Which season has he started most of the games? Which season?
When Lampard came fourth, right?
Last
He was
season.
playing most of those games in that run. Last season,
Last season?
after we came out of lockdown.
After lockdown.
When we came
Bruv,
fourth.
that was like-
when we came fourth.
Bro, that was like that's like a
most of
third
those
of the
games.
season. That was like a third of the season.
Yeah, but you guys asked. The question was, has he ever had a run for Chelsea? And I just gave you an answer.
Yeah.
That was
So
it.
in 3 years, he's had a 10 game run. Is that what you're saying?
PCO.
I don't
So
know,
you're
man. I
saying-
don't think Barkley's not really ever done anything for me.
You take him back to Chelsea then, not sell him.
No, I would sell him. That was the point. Is that I would sell him because I think it's important who you sell. Of like you're just revitalizing your squad. Like it was so important for us to sell Willian last season, even though he was our best player.
Was it a free?
We could have offered him a new contract though, couldn't we?
You did.
Huh?
You did.
Yeah, but it was a contract.
It wasn't enough money. It wasn't enough money.
You don't offer contracts to people you think
Yeah,
they're
you
gonna turn
do.
down.
If you know that
Like,
they
you
want
wanted more years. You wanted more
no,
years.
yeah,
You wanted
exactly.
more years.
But
He wanted longer. He wanted longer in his contract.
exactly. He's not going to sign a 1 year contract. He knows he can get free
It's
staying
not
in
though,
London.
but that's not because you did Chelsea not offer it because you know he turned it down.
Yeah, we did.
You don't do that. It's a waste of.
No, why would you do that? You just say to him.
No, he's gonna say no to.
Because that's what, if he's asked for free, it's a negotiation. It's not this. It's a long, protracted
Who you
process.
negotiate with?
You know what I mean?
No,
it's not like a.
Sorry, no,
like it's not just someone
I don't buy that.
wakes up one day.
It's right, please.
I don't buy that. Sorry.
So,
That's like saying.
What,
That's
so
like
you
me saying.
don't buy that Chelsea. You don't buy that Chelsea knew from the get go, right? That he
Yeah, but
wanted
why would you
free.
even offer?
that-
But why would
that
you
only
not just say
would-
to him? His contract was coming to an end. Why would you just say to him, "We're not renewing your contract. See you later. Thanks for the memories."
It's
You
the
won't say
same thing.
like, "Oh, here's 20 grand." You won't be like, "Here's 20 grand." Wink, wink. We know you're not going to take it.
Same
Like,
thing.
what's the point?
It's the same thing.
He tried to talk, but he
It's the same
didn't- he wasn't engaged.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's literally the
I
same.
agree with you, but I just think Willian was like probably the worst example you could have used. But I agree in the sense that I think Barkley probably should be going.
So should
How
we.
much do you reckon he goes for? Like 20, 25 mil?
I would take 20 mil for him.
I think he goes to 20.
I would take. I want 20 for him. 20 for Ruben.
20 for Ruben.
Who?
Ruben Loftus.
Probably get that.
Yeah, no, I know. Who's paying that?
10, 15 mil you can get Luke off the street. I think if we're talking
It's
about
the English premium. It's the English.
budgets, I think that you got to take
Yeah,
that into
true.
consideration. I started to feel like in a normal seat before COVID, 100% I'd say it's worth 20 mil. At least 20 mil. 20 for 20,
Yeah.
25, I'd say. But like COVID is not, it's weird. You don't even know that.
People are just taking what they can get.
Liverpool are fucking buying players on Klarna, like, do you know what I mean?
Hey, listen. Listen, the less said about us, the better.
You look like they're from Klarna as well.
United game, and one of our mates, Luke, from school, was jumping in the chat during the stream, and I said the Klarna joke, and he was like, "Yeah, Liverpool been buying players off Wish for so long."
It's so peak, but it's true. Like we move so stiff.
They had like a picture of Mbappe. They had a picture of Mbappe, and then like it arrives and it's Origi. Do you know what I mean? There's chances. I'm looking forward to this in the summer.
Yeah.
Live stream or being a pub, of course. But
I want to see Bellingham.
Yeah, he's on the bench. He got special dispensation. Didn't
He could be a sub.
Yeah,
I think he's my first sub.
Foden, Bellingham, and maybe Rice.
Where's the where?
Do you know what's an easier way of working this one out? It's you have to ask yourself, which player do you see coming off first?
Lingo.
Yeah.
Calvin Phillips for me.
Oh, is Phillips even on the bench?
Yeah,
I didn't realise.
Yeah.
Calvin Phillips.
He played all right. He's actually played all right.
Yeah, but San Marino, bro, man. But he doesn't deserve to be in the squad.
Brother, you don't need a DM. You do not need a DM to be playing San Marino. Like, stick on a striker. Take Pope off. Take Pope off and stick off.
Who's the biggest shock for you for this squad? Like who you
In the squad?
that's included? Well, it doesn't have to be that shocking, but like, is there a player that you were like?
Probably Trump. You know what, Dyer, man. Like,
is he in the squad?
It's funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cody.
It's funny. It's funny. I think I've said this a couple of times, but it's funny hearing like teams talk about their own players, and normally you just back your player no matter what. But I know Free can vouch for me here. I don't know any Spurs fans who actually rate Dyer at all. Like,
No, he's my boy. He's really good. I love one of our own.
Yeah, he's just had a bit of time in Lisbon before he came.
Oh, man.
Strange.
Yeah, he's not. He's a bit leave it, innit?
Sure, who got the third goal again?
Sterling, 31 minutes. I want to say. Yeah, Sterling. 31 minutes.
I think games like this as well. Yeah, like you might laugh at me, but it's how do you set up for this as England? Like, and I think it's quite a good test of like whether you can implement a game plan as well. Like, although because you're clearly better than them, like you can around. But if you're going to say like we've got a game plan, like we're going to stick to it, it's hard to do that when you're clearly a lot better than someone.
I agree.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
My coach.
That's a very good point.
We've been duppy in this team, like listen rugby, like 50-60-0. But our coach was still bollock us after, just being like, you were just pissing around. You weren't like
you're just taking a piss. Yeah.
Parameters of success a little bit because it's like obviously we expect England to come away from this game with 3 points. But what you really got to do here in this situation, exactly what Fru said, is like, okay, cool. Well, we know we're going to win this game. That's not even.
It's how we win. It's how we win it. It's how we win it.
It's like, can we implement from this game? What I want to see is like I want to see Sterling. I want you cutting in, getting some shots off, and I want the width to be supplied by the fullbacks. That's what I want to see.
Cool.
As long as we can win the game within the red tape that Southgate's given, then yeah, like I say, it's a good sign of whether we were to fulfill game plan in the Euros.
And that's probably why it's a good sign to do the four at the back as well.
Is it 4 back?
Yeah, play 4 at the back.
Bang bang. 4 at the back.
We were saying it's never gonna happen. What Ishmael was saying, it's never gonna happen. Get out of your head.
I think it's good.
I thought you with any sort of like good
confidence.
Yeah, confidence.
I still think he'll revert to a 5. To be honest, if my honest opinion is that if he is trying to instill versatility in which he can switch from a 5 to a 4, depending on who the opposition is, then I don't mind him bringing a squad. That means that he can do that,
But that's what I mean. So for me, what I was happy about was that, like, look, first of all, it just shows that Southgate is willing to play a forward against certain teams, and that's for me. I just didn't want 5 at all, no matter what the situation. I think 5 works if we're playing up against a France, for example. We play 5 at the back, we keep it solid, and there's a game plan there.
Yeah,
it's like, okay,
exactly.
Cool. If we keep it
switch to 4 in the second half,
we keep it tight in the first half, and then we do you know what I mean? That's a game plan. Like, I understand that. But if we're going into games like this game here and we're playing 5 at the back, all that shows to me is that Southgate is so hard-headed about playing 5 at the back that it doesn't even matter what the opposition is. But so I'm happy that's the case. But what I'm not happy about is the fact that even despite the acknowledgement that the fact that he's happy to play a 4 at the back here, there's still a lack of cams in the squad. So, I mean, I know
a lot of them are injured.
A lot of that is down to injury. But I would love to see like England playing with maybe like a 4-2-3-1. That's what I'd like to see. See if we can get.
What's this 4-4-2 though?
I don't know. I think
so.
I don't even know.
4-3-3. It looks like
maybe a 4-2-3-1 actually, because Lingard is just playing behind. But it's interesting.
Yeah, Ward-Prowse and.
I think it could be a 4-4-2. To be honest, Sterling is playing so close to DCL.
Yeah.
Like I said before, when I was watching England training, the focus was always having 3 men going into the box for crosses. So it was like Sterling DCL or Sterling Kane or whatever it was, and then it'll be Ward-Prowse as the deep midfield runner, who'd provide that extra man coming into the box. So I think for me that's a good sign. The fact that we've clearly like highlighted an area which we could be successful, and then we're actually implementing it into the game. Admittedly, it is against San Marino, so it's not the hardest sort of challenge. But I like the fact that there's at least some sort of game plan that we've gone into the game with. We look like we're.
Man, I don't want to get over gassed about this though. Like, I know the 4 at the back is nice, but like I said before, I feel like he had to play 4 at the back against San Marino. Like, if he played, imagine playing 3 centre backs against. Like, These right now.
Unless one of them,
What would-
unless
we
one of
would-
them centre backs Jack Greenish, like I'm not interested.
yeah. Like
You know
I
what
just
I
feel like
mean?
he couldn't do it.
What-
But when it comes to
What if you played
like,
three? What if you played three centre backs?
Go on,
but
go
then
on.
Just if you played three centre backs, but instead of having wing backs, you just played like wingers and just kept them up top.
actual
But
wingers.
actually, good.
Oh, this is what I was saying. Talk, I was saying remember I was saying on the Talk to Trent. By the way, guys, if you've not watched it yet, jump onto our YouTube channel. Check out our
check it out. Check it out.
top quality stuff there. But yeah, look what we were saying. I was saying it on the podcast, if we can play a 3-4-3, I'm not angry with us playing three centre backs as long as we went into it like, okay, cool, we'd have Maguire, Stones, and Shaw even, and then had a Saka, and like what we could play, even have Sterling now,
Saka, Reece James.
I wouldn't want to have Reece James.
That's kind of that's what I've liked.
Or Walker, Carl
That's what
Walker.
I like
there.
about
That's beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Because then you can focus on cool. And then you can even have like you can have a Henderson Dyer midfield, and then you'd have Sterling, Rashford, Sancho, Kane, or whatever you're going to go for. That's exciting for me.
That's
but
what
it does
That's what I've liked about.
It takes away either from having a cam, and if you do have a cam, it means that the wide players you only be playing with two up front instead of a three pronged attack. That's the only thing you got, but that's what's up to Southgate. He has to make those decisions, just to weigh it up, depending against the opposition. But yeah, we'll see in it.
That's what I've liked about watching Chelsea at the moment is that you set up with a free lot of the time, like because you've been playing Hudson Odoi as one of the wing backs, you can go to a forward at back quite easily.
Yeah,
and that's where it's comfortable. I feel quite as comfortable playing right back.
You
can transition between a 3. You can transition between a 3 and a 4 quite quickly, but. That takes a lot of like tactical nous. I don't know if Gareth's really on that vibe.
It does with Chelsea as well. I'm well interested to see if I know we shouldn't be talking about Chelsea. It's an England game, whatever. But I think is getting a bit older. Obviously, he's definitely got another year left in him at least. But
who's that? Who's that? Sorry,
Aspilicueta. Dave. He's definitely got a year left in him, at least, yeah. Aspilicueta, but we'll call him Dave. Anyway. Reece James played in the right centre-back position at youth level for Chelsea. So it'll be interesting to see whether he's evolved, Tuchel thinks that he sees him playing there more centrally in that centre-back position, where he will have more of the ball, or whether he sees
like that, but that's bad for England.
Forward on the right. What?
I feel like that could be bad for England. Because it depends if we carry on with this 3 at the back or not. But
yeah,
I think Reece James at the moment is looking like, I don't know what's happening with Trent, obviously, but he's looking like he could be putting a marker down to start the Euros.
Yeah, because when Reece James
I'm not really against it.
Because neither. I mean, obviously I am, but Lampard, Reece James was playing centre mid for Wigan in his season where he fully smashed it.
He did well there, didn't he?
He's a baller, certified baller. What?
He did well on that Wigan loan spell.
Yeah, really well. Really well.
Maybe I don't know. I feel like Wan-Bissaka, Reece James, and Trent are all just extremely talented and deserve to be in and around the squad. Almost to the point where you should be thinking we need to get the
right.
Yeah, this advert's a bit deep.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's so right. I'm literally watching it thinking what the fuck?
How's that made it past ASA?
Yeah,
advertising standards. You can't be flipping telling someone they're going to get a hole in their head.
Yeah,
they carry
fire. Fucking hell.
What is that?
And, I don't know. It was a stroke. It was a stroke. Yeah.
When they have the thingy, the flaccid penis, cigarette thing.
Yeah.
Weird, shock horror type of ads.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it's that shocking. I just look at it and think that's just mad weird. I don't feel oh my god, I'm going to put down the cigarette right now or whatever. I was that's a bit buzz.
Yeah, I've never.
What was you saying about Reece James then?
I was saying Reece James and Wan-Bissaka and Trent should just all be in the squad.
Yeah, too good.
I think you should just fucking get rid of Trippier and Walker.
I want Walker.
I think for this,
I like Walker, man. I like Walker.
tournament,
I
yeah,
like
but I think
Walker.
after that, long term, like they're the future, but they're all under 23. Like,
Do you know what? I'd have Walker as a centre. I think for us, yeah, our big problem position is defence. So like, if we can obviously
That's
midfield as well,
offsetting
I think we're
everything
kind
else.
of working out our best midfield. I'd have Walker in the squad purely because, yeah, having Walker in the squad also is an option at centre back. And as he gets older, I think Walker, and it's going to sound ridiculous right now, but I'm going to say it. He could. I mean, I'm not. Let's not even get into
That's
that.
not even that mad.
But
That's not mad. That's not mad at all.
Walker kind of jump. He's got some like if he played centre back, he kind of reminds me of like a potentially like a Rio Ferdinand. Do you know what I mean? Like just that.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Yeah. It's gonna sound mad. It's gonna sound.
I don't know about that. That does sound a bit.
As he gets older, in terms of Rio Ferdinand, used to have mad pace, right? And as he slowed down, he just turned into this Rolls Royce defender who just never had to get out of second gear because he just understood the game so well. And I
don't think Walker's got that to him.
I'm going to say he's going to be the same. He's going to hit the same heights, but I'd be interested in seeing if Walker could transition into a centre back. I think there's potential.
I think Walker's a bit too like.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Rio was mad silky. I don't know if Walker's got that tech.
He's not going to play in a Pepsi. He's not going to play centre back in a squad that's got Stones, Laporte, Stones, Laporte,
Diaz,
and Ake. Like, you're not going to play Walker at centre back there. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, Ake's a myth. Ake's an absolute myth right now.
Ake's a myth.
Do you know what? I reckon Ake is going to be another, like, it'll be like a John Stones type player where it's just like, he's a flop. And then suddenly the penny drops and Pep's just got an absolute world beater.
Maybe, yeah. I would have. Last year, I would have even re-signed him for us. He played so well at Bournemouth. But
yeah, I mean, it's weird because I thought he plugged the gap in City's sort of defense and their needs really well, and then he's just not even been needed. You know what I mean? I don't think
they didn't think. Obviously, didn't think John Stones is going to do the mad thing that he did.
What did you say? Foden for who? It's Jesse.
No, you said.
Oh, Bellingham's on as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
nice. Hey, on for my man Calvin Phillips.
I said Mount.
I think Calvin Phillips should get.
He's still playing. Calvin Phillips, brother, they got 12 players on the pitch. He came on.
Calvin Phillips still there.
Mount, Sterling and Stonesy.
Trippier is on.
Oh.
Would you start Mings over Maguire?
No.
Nah.
Maguire's not that bad, man. Nah. This is like another.
You know what? I think Mings is hella overrated.
Mings is a decent centre back. Let's not look. I'm not saying Maguire.
Let me just speak to Maguire. He's a much better
centre back than Tyrone Mings.
Let me just quickly sum up Maguire. Maguire can have 20, 30 games. Amazing. Yeah. But he's always got a mad thing inside him. He's always on the cusp of doing something just completely nuts. And I don't want to have him and Pickford at the back. They could both just do it at just the biggest foolishness at any time. You know it as well. You know it as well. Bro, I know you know it.
Bro, I've had to live this, yeah. I've had to live this.
It's your reality. It's your reality.
But Maguire, it's not even just him. Sometimes it's him, yeah, admittedly, but it's the combination of him and Lindelof.
It's comical. It's always comical. It's always comical as well.
Look, both of those centre backs can be one half of a very solid centre back.
Yeah.
It's not with each other. If you put a rapid centre back next to him, and also what's annoying me now is this Eric Bailly stuff coming out saying that he's feeling underappreciated at United and stuff.
They should just move on.
I know, bro. We've been so good to him. Apparently, he's come back. I don't know how much of it's true, but if Bailly is fit, you play the man till he breaks. That's how it is. Yeah, look, we've known that for a long time. Eric Bailly can't stay fit, but you play him until he breaks, and then it's like Humpty Dumpty. You get all the king's horses, you get all the king's men, and you just. I mean,
you don't think Wan-Bissaka could do a job at centre back,
bro?
Like, they should move Wan-Bissaka to centre back. Like, he's the best tackler in the game. Like him,
best one defender in the game.
Yeah. And And I think I would agree with that. I like isn't in the Prem.
But it's just a made up stat. The stat is made up. I agree. The stat is made up, and the stat makes no sense.
No, it's an opinion. It's not a stat. But then I also think like him and Twanzebe,
go on.
Thompson's on fire today.
him and Twanzebe is two long-term United centre backs. Like, I would back that if they could both play there. It'd be a good centre back pairing. Like it's way more athletic, way more formidable than Maguire Lindelof right now.
Do you not think for me, looking at the England team, Wan-Bissaka for me can play where Cody's playing.
Yeah, definitely.
Cody needs to get Cody's captain. Wait, hang on. Cody's captain. What's going on?
This is Southgate, man. This is Southgate and his bullshit.
What's going on? This guy, man.
Just like why is he in the squad? Like,
there he is.
It's just not he's not good enough to play for England. I'm sorry. Like, do you know what I mean?
He's still living off last season.
Yeah, it's like your England centre back. Like, come on, like that's disrespect on like the people who put the shirt on before you. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's not bare centre back options. So let's be real.
Still, even just not like almost like.
But you know what? This is the thing. But yeah.
You know who I would call up? You know who I would call up for England? This might be a bit of a controversial one. But no, I don't think. Yeah, Tomori or Ben White. I think Ben White is a sick player. Brighton.
I like Ben White. Here's my thing. Yeah, we can't start calling up these just random youths now. Like just before the Euros, I feel like
Cody of England.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Bro, you can't be saying
says Robin is Brazil shirt from 98. No, what's going on with England? It's kind of weird. But no, I hear what you're saying. I
just don't think it's fair to say that we can't call up random man, but we're calling up Ollie Watkins. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think he should have been called up. But to say we're going to bring Ben White in now to play centre back,
our centre back pairing or whatever trio right now is up in the air. And then Southgate's telling me he's going into this Euros with a clear idea of who he's playing in that three at the back.
Apparently he knows. Apparently he knows his
we're fucked then because we still haven't worked it out. In my head, like a back four makes sense. I can understand it. If you're telling me you know exactly who those three at the back are. Because like you can say, unless it's going to potentially Luke Shaw, I think there's two nailed on. I think it's Maguire.
All right, let's go around now, and everyone say that. So everyone say that.
Cody, Michael Keane, none of them have staked their claim yet, and I think it's still up for grabs. For me, I hope it's still up for grabs anyway.
All right, everyone, let's go around now. Say your back, say your defense and goalkeeper. That's it. Don't forget about the opposition.
In the back four or back five,
whatever you pick. You're the boss. Tobbs, go for it. If you're joining us, don't forget to smash a like as well.
My defense in a back four is Luke Shaw, John Stones. I have to pick Maguire because it's just too ag otherwise. And then
you're the gaffer. You don't have to pick Maguire.
Okay, well I'd probably pick. I honestly think he wants to play five at the back because he doesn't trust just Maguire and Stones there by themselves. But and I don't blame him to be honest for that reason. But I would probably
it's hampering the rest of the squad so much.
Say again.
It's hampering playing five at the back. Is hampering the rest of the squad so much.
But yeah, I'd play him there. Well, I mean, I love Tomori in it, but like, I'm not going to scream his name. He's not even in the squad now. Out of the squad, it would be John Stones, Maguire, Reece James, and Luke Shaw.
Goalie.
I'm alright.
Henderson.
Got one of them right at least. Okay, so I'm going to go. I'm going Henderson, and because I'm going to give the context here, I'm going four at the back. But I'm going with four.
Wait, you're going to say three United players. I reckon you're going to say Maguire.
Wait. Don't ruin it, bro. Don't ruin it. What I'm saying, this is the team I'm going for, and I want to go with a back four that has, if it, for me anyway, more solidity than any back three or back five that Southgate's ever played for England ever. So this is for me coming in hot, right? Playing Henderson in the back, and then I'm playing Wan-Bissaka right back. I'm playing Luke Shaw left back, and I'm playing Maguire and actually no, I'll play Stones and Walker.
Oh, 4-0.
That's controversial.
I want to go Stones and Maguire. I'm going with Stones and Maguire. But it's a hard. But I want Walker in there. But I think what you get from Wan-Bissaka defensively and what you get from Luke Shaw defensively means that it allows those wider wingers to just play.
Are you not better? Are you not really behind?
That's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, look, let's keep it solid and tight at the
First
back.
time there.
Oi, tidy offside.
DCL got 2.
Thomas's boy.
He's gonna get a hattie after me.
Jesse
bad
Lingard.
mouthing him, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wait, Jesse Lingard, that's technical ability right there.
He's playing.
Against San Marino.
Wavy done as well. I think I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, go on, sorry, free.
I think just to make it, I think Pope, because like I think it's close to me, but Pope plays every week,
No, he's on.
and
Yeah.
just make it.
Okay.
It's close for me. Like Pope and Henderson.
He's close to me.
It's close to me. I really like him.
He'll be coming Spurs though, yeah?
Really?
Yeah, rumours. I think Lloris is on the way out.
I think Lloris is kind of done out here.
Yeah, the same
Yeah,
PSG as well. Link up with Pot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Pope, like, just to throw his name in there because everyone else went for Henderson as well. And then I think just being realistic, I'm going to do 5 at the back. Shaw, Stones, Maguire, Walker right centre back, and then Trent on the right. So I actually think that could be. I think that could be the back
Trent
five.
right wing back though.
Trent's never done it for England, and he doesn't play in the back 5.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make him sense like.
But
so
I think that
for both those reasons.
I think that could be the team though. Maybe Reece James instead of Trent. But
yeah, I think if you're playing 5,
I don't think. Yeah, I think with Trent, the reason why he has worked so well for Liverpool, a lot of our build-up was coming from him picking the ball up from quite deep. Whereas if you're a right wing back, you're picking it up quite high and quite wide. I don't think it's not necessarily an indictment on him, but I just think he's just not for England, hasn't done it for that reason.
Yeah.
It's just down to Gareth as well. But yeah, I think if we're playing a back 5, it's kind of got to be Reece James, I think.
Yeah. If I was to select a back 5, it would actually be completely different. Well, not completely different, but I'd play Saka ahead of Shaw, and I would play Walker as well. So I'd play Maguire, Walker, Stones, Bukayo Saka on the left, and Reece James on the right. If I was
Chilwell.
What? Say again.
No Chilwell. No Chilwell.
Sure, it was Shaw before. Yeah, I do, mate. I love Chilwell, but I just think in the left back position, he's not had a good season, as good a season as Shaw, really. And if he's playing wing back,
he's been a bit in and out, hasn't he?
Yeah,
been a bit in.
And then at wing back, he's not even got in ahead of Alonso. Alonso's earned his place back in the starting lineup. To be honest, being honest, Lingard hasn't. I mean, hasn't played badly, but
let's see what the comments are saying.
Your comment,
I've got comment from Callum. San Marino keeper sits on the bench for Division 3 side in Italy, so same standard as Scottish Prem. Scottish Prem. Oh, that's some mad agenda.
That is mad though.
He's playing international football against England.
Division 3.
Like, how much of a scramble is the San Marino FA doing every year trying to find players?
Did you not hear
it?
I'm off an international.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka.
Did you not hear it?
He's not even a plumber. He's like leaving like the grouting on the floor. Just like, sorry guys, I'll be back on Monday, but I've got to go play football against England. It's like, sure, mate. Sure.
But they were saying that they've only got like 1,800 players in their pool, and we've got like 14,000.
14 million.
So like 14 million. Oh shit!
Registered with
registered players.
They've got 450 players in their league, which is 50 teams.
Why do they even have a league?
It's so nuts. You can't say that. You can't because they like football, brother. What do you mean?
No, but it's like surely what's their landmass? Like what? They're 15 teams. If they're 15 teams, what's the ratio of like land, non-football land to football land? If San Marino is literally just a fucking mountainside, like it is. It's like a municipality that's like a hangover from like the Piedmont rule. Like, what's going on? Doesn't make any sense. Probably just a tax haven, isn't it?
Either way, the football team's shit.
They're a proud footballing nation. That BBC article, I like recommend it. I'll get some clips from it.
Yeah, get some.
Luke Shaw, we've got another comment here. We've got another comment here saying Luke Shaw CDM. Not for me personally.
Luke, who said Luke Shaw CDM? And what are they smoking? I want some.
Unless this is Jurgen Klopp's sort of type of management where he just shoehorns players in anywhere, then I doubt I don't see that happening. Not especially on Napoli, tactically astute manager. He doesn't play a high back line every game.
No one's taking you serious. You're not even taking yourself seriously.
Oh, you feel blue died.
Oh no! I saw something about.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
Who's Lucille Bluth?
She's the mum in Arrested Development.
Wow. And you guys
Another comment from Callum. Their landmass is 61 square kilometers. By the way, Tom.
61 square kilometers. So 15. So what is how big is a football pitch? In kilometers square.
Are you gonna put their landmass into football pitches?
Yeah, I think it's like.
I think it's like 100. I think it's like 100 meters or something.
0.5. No, it must be like 0.8% of landmass in San Marino is a football pitch.
By 90 meters.
Okay, so do that.
That's 0.45 kilometers.
And how many teams in their league?
7,001 with an area of 7,140 square meters. What did he just say?
65.
61 square kilometers.
61 square kilometers.
61. Oh, Ollie Watkins, getting ready to come on.
Let's work out how many football pitches that is. So it's not just football; it's maths and education.
We're all learning here. We're all learning.
If it's between 0.5 and 1%, that's crazy.
What did what did he say? 60,000.
65 square kilometers.
So it's like 61,000 meters. 61 square. Actually, no, 61,000 meters squared.
7.1. I've done that wrong. So how many?
61 square kilometers is 61 meters. 6,100 meters squared, right?
No, wait. Give me a sec. I'll figure it out.
Because the square kilometer is just kilometers squared, right?
Yeah, but then a meter, there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer.
Yeah. So
then if you square it, you have to do it twice. So you have to I'll just Google it. 7,140 square meters.
Callum, see if you can work it out before Fru does. Let's turn this into
I'm actually just Googling it now. Yeah, so you do it twice. So 0.007.
He's not got it yet. Does Rob have a scientific calculator?
Nah, big.
Well, no, you can. If you turn it on the side, look.
Oh, yeah, you can, can't you? Yeah. 0.
Foden's touch is ridiculous.
Foden's is so dirty, man.
Yeah, right, okay. All right, Foden.
My touch is sick.
Yeah.
You can get 8,740 football pitches into San Marino.
Flipping out.
There probably is.
That's still quite a lot.
More than that.
Yeah.
It's probably about that many in London.
Mm.
Well, 5 sides as well included.
All right, you got to pick Grealish or Foden. Only one can start.
Grealish.
Oh, I can't tell who said what, but I heard 2 different answers.
I said Grealish. Tom said Foden.
Yeah.
Who do you want to interrogate first? Wait, Rob's going in there.
I'm decided.
Right, interrogate us 2 first, and then that might help. Rob, go on.
I'm saying. Oh, who am I saying? Grealish for me. Yeah, Tom's gone as the odd one.
Grealish or Foden?
Yeah, you're saying Foden, but why are you saying Foden over Grealish?
Because I think that ultimately Grealish is. I'm not got a bad thing to say about Grealish at all.
Yeah. Let's say that we all rate both of them very, very highly.
I just like it's that thing when you get with a footballer. Every time they get on the ball, you're a bit like, do you get what I mean? Like I just get that with Foden. He's got that with Grealish. Like, pardon? No, I do, but it's not like every time Foden gets on the ball, it's just like every touch is so easy.
Ollie Watkins
It's like
just coming on for DCL.
Really, it's just like he was made in a lab to play football, and he looks like I'm about to pick up from a festival. Like he's just for me. He's just got it all. Like
we mean pick up alcohol, by the way, guys. We mean pick up alcohol. Just
I
to,
don't. But yeah,
at Park Life, you can see him at Park Life with like H just selling balloons.
Yeah. But the thing is, with Foden, he's unbelievably talented. But like, I think a lot of, for me, where my decision would be made is that I think I've seen Grealish be a game changer more often for Villa. I'm not saying that Foden's not a changer at City. I just think if I'm looking to the bench to bring on a player who's going to make a difference, I'm not saying that Foden wouldn't make a difference, but I think I'd have more faith in the fact that Grealish could handle that pressure and that burden and deliver still.
Seen him take a game by the scruff of the neck.
And win it by himself. You know what I mean?
done that as well.
Impact and influence.
Not like, I don't know.
Did it against Liverpool, but
yeah.
And also, Foden's been like, Southgate said this himself.
that pass from Bellingham was naughty feet from Bellingham.
He's so good. Foden's been the best player. Foden's been the best player at every age group he's played in England. Do you get what I mean? Like the best player. That's said by Southgate as well. So it's like, I think
Grealish is ready right now. Whereas I think Foden can wait. Foden we can. Yeah, but you're trying to get me back. For the what was it you said earlier about?
What touch was that?
What was it you said earlier about? Was it about Barkley? I can't remember what you said. But,
I've said a lot of shit tonight, Ishmael.
Guys, let us know what you think about Tobbs. Whether you think he should be a regular fixture on the show, or if he's one that we should keep for special occasions only.
We should press the button and open the seat up under him.
Wait, that thing you said today about Klopp rimming the players is thinking.
But how are you going to talk
So
about
weird.
at a festival and then start talking about rimming players?
Yeah, you set the precedent. Yeah.
Rimming someone against their will is definitely more illegal than dropping a pill at a festival. That's what it said in the story.
Rimming contextually isn't illegal. Depends on the context.
Forcibly rimming.
But regardless.
The academy players as well.
Oh my days! Let's move on with that one. Let's move on with that one swiftly. Jeez. Oh, Bellingham shot on target, looking decent.
Not so many.
Looking very decent.
You see the
Apart from
England.
Gareth, he's the only one. He's the only one that's not the future.
He's got a fresh trim as
Yeah,
well.
The young Lions.
I love a freshly cut afro.
Dead man. We've got two absolute bumper holes as our managers. AD Boothroyd is like what?
We lost to Switzerland 1-0.
Oh yeah.
Young Lions.
Dead game, man. Dead game. Like the team you had as well. The team you had as well should be doing way better than that.
They all play in the Prem.
Yeah, the group as well. Hard.
Yeah, literally all of them playing the Prem.
We got Portugal and France, I think, in the group as well.
We need Mason Greenwood.
Wait, France's under 21 squad is. I think I've spoken about this a good few times now, but it's ridiculous.
Filthy boys.
It's an absolute joke.
Me and Moses saw a crazy stat earlier. The most capped England under 21 player.
Most capped England under 21 player.
I think I know
Take a guess.
Have a guess.
You see it earlier.
No, I didn't see it earlier.
I know Nketiah's got the most goals.
I know the highest scorer is Eddie Nketiah.
No, most capped.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Jonathan Davies?
No.
Ish.
So not
James Milner. Jamie Carragher.
How many? Can you guess how many?
Yeah. Team for Milner. I know
how
he's
many?
those. I'm gonna say like 52.
Yeah, close. 46.
Yeah, I knew you had loads because
Yeah, no?
he just played for under 21 for so long and never played.
23 as well. Like,
Yeah,
James Jordan's
Nuts,
been about
nuts.
from when he was 16. Though he was playing professional football when he was 16.
I actually remember his debut.
But
I remember it on Match of the Day.
I think he scored and became the youngest goal scorer after Wayne. Well, it was after Wayne Rooney scored. James Milner then became the youngest, and then I think it was Aaron Lennon scored a free kick from a cross that went straight in.
Yeah.
Then after that, it's what's his name from Everton.
James Vaughan. James Vaughan. Who? Do you know who assisted? Do you know who assisted the goal? Do you know who assisted the goal for James Vaughan?
Buddy Jeffers.
No, that's a good shout though.
You know
this player. Midfield. you know him. He's like a Premier League. He's like a Premier legend.
Not Gareth Barry. That's not Osman.
No, but that's the same. That's the same.
Oh,
You're in the right ballpark.
Gravenson, Carson.
No. He didn't make his name at Everton, but he played. I think towards the end of his career.
Midfielder, yeah.
Yeah. If I tell you the country or the club he played for before, you'll get it straight away, I reckon. So I'm not going to do that. But you're thinking along the right lines.
Wait, what's the question?
Who assisted James Vaughan for the goal he scored to become the youngest ever Premier League scorer?
I'm just not even going to know that.
2006.
I think it was 2000. And I thought it was a bit earlier than that, but I'm not sure. I don't know the year. You lot will definitely. When I say his name, you'll definitely know. He's like a prem. He's like a prem.
Arteta.
Was it the right line? Bellingham. Yeah, it's for Everton. Yes, Bellingham.
See that?
Nice one, a free kick.
Arteta's a good show.
Is Ward-Prowse still on the pitch?
Yeah, just had a bad touch.
Cahill, they're all just staples.
Tim Cahill? No.
I don't really know.
No.
Is it
Oh, is that Nicky Butt? No. What's that?
Phil
Neville.
Phil Neville. No, he said the country would give it away.
Right, you're on the right lines.
Is it Rooney?
No. What, so he's from? Can you tell us what continent he's from?
Europe.
Okay, so just a different country. Is he German? Spanish?
No. Closer to home.
Have they ever won the World Cup?
Or Irish or Scottish.
Yeah. He's one of those countries you just said through.
Yeah.
So Scottish.
Is it
Is it Scottish or Irish?
No. One of them two.
Oh fuck! I think I know who it is.
Scotland.
Is it
Ireland? Was it Irish?
Leighton Baines?
No, he's English.
No. And if anyone in the comments knows, drop it in. Actually, don't drop it in there.
Wait, Ward-Prowse is
Give it
about
away.
to bang it.
Go on, lads.
I reckon this is 5-0, guys. 5-0.
Oh, what a save!
Oh, the postman saved it.
The goalkeepers in the third division of Serie C are flipping bossing it.
He's getting
Sign him up. Sign him up.
That gets you on the plane.
Sign him up.
Being able to do that, like, come on.
We don't have any other good free kick takers.
It gets a hand onto it.
Yes, keeps.
Fair.
Good hand.
I mean, could be Chelsea's new number one.
He's better than Kepa, to be fair.
Mate, why are you guys speaking evil on Mendy's name? Like Ishmael, actually, I'm not even gonna hot you.
No, you know what it is? It's the black keepers, man.
I hate you. Do it. I hate you.
Hey, it's the black keepers.
Mate, the other day,
The black keepers.
Yeah, you just said it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't trust black keepers.
Name me 5.
I was just like,
I never said that.
You did, bro.
I said they moved Buki. I said they. Please name me 5. Name me 5, Toms. Name me 5.
Yeah.
Toms, name me 5 sick black keepers.
Huh?
From history.
Mandanda.
But okay, but that Ishmael, that's taken away from the fact that the reason why there aren't more black the comment.
The facts, bro. The facts are the facts.
Defend yourself. We're losing.
I'm not. Brother, I'm just saying what I'm saying. The black keepers have not done themselves favors in the past. I would love to see it more often. I'm a black keeper myself.
That's like saying,
I want to see more. I want to see more role models from me.
That's like saying black CEOs have not done it. Right? It's not
That's
themselves.
literally that's so different. That's so different. That's so different.
Look, okay, cool. Fishman, you're not going to retract that statement. Look, I've got to say, look, the views
No.
does not reflect weird and wonderful.
I'm asking you to prove me right. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
The views of weird and wonderful.
Morgan just started
prove me wrong in it. Just name me five. Name me five.
She's a tennis player. She's that black tennis
She's
player.
also one of the best young black tennis players.
Yeah, I'd love to see some good black keepers, but Mendy's not one of them, man. I don't really rate Mendy.
He's had a better season than Alisson.
But he just didn't fancy it.
Nah.
Goalie, he didn't even bother trying to hit it with his left foot. He was just like, ow. So do you still think they're going to score 3 goals?
What did I say? 7-3.
Yeah,
7-3.
I think 7-0. We always get. I reckon it'll be another 3 goals.
You said think of an unlikely scoreline. Is that not an unlikely scoreline?
Yeah, I think that's what Tom's asked for.
How much do you reckon San Marino's shirt deal was worth?
About a tenner. But they just bought 24 from San Marino Sport Direct and said, yeah, these will do. And that's the kit.
Intersport.
No, I think Football Beyond Borders have been sorting them out.
Ball.
Great ball. You lot still haven't answered the question yet.
What was the question again?
What was the question? Who assisted? So James Vaughan. James Vaughan's the youngest ever goal scorer. So who's the? Not necessarily central. I think he played centrally, but he did also play out wide. He is a.
Is it Naismith?
He's Irish. He's not Naismith.
Oh.
That's a shout.
Oh, McGeady. No,
he's Irish. He's Irish.
An Irish winger.
McCarthy? No.
He's not. He didn't always play out. I think he played centrally and out wide as well. I want to say he's ended his career more centrally.
Was he Republic or Northern?
Republic. He
He
might even have been.
Jose
He might
Baxter.
even have been captain. No, Jose Baxter's English. I want to say.
He's at Everton.
I'm surprised, especially Moses. I thought you would have got this by now.
Irish, and he was a winger.
Irish. Don't get too hung up on the winger bit. He played across the midfield. Irish. Yeah, he was good. He was decent. He's decent.
If you give the club he played for before Everton away, give it away.
I think so. I feel like he was. I'm pretty sure he was captain of that club, and he was like. When I think of that club in the Prem, he's one of like 2 players I think of, or 3.
as well.
Irish.
As soon as I say it, you'll be like, "Oh my days."
You have to think of another clue here, mate. I'm struggling.
Who's in the Irish?
So I just give you the team then that you played for before.
Yeah, go on.
Sunderland.
All I can think of is Lee Catamon.
He was at Sunderland.
Yeah. So I'll give you some other teams he's played for. I'm getting up his Wikipedia now. I'm not sure the rest. He's a legend. I would go as far as to say he's a legend of the game. Literally just so he played for Sunderland, Everton, Wigan, and Hull.
A legend of the game.
Yeah,
No, but he's a Prem legend. He's definitely a Prem legend. He's a Prem legend.
Sunderland,
He's in
Wigan.
an iconic. Listen, he was part of that.
Huddleston.
He's part of the Irish team with he was in the Irish team with Robbie Keane, Shay Given, John O'Shea, them man, Richard Dunn.
And he played where for Ireland?
in midfield.
Midfield.
What?
What's he look like?
He's the black guy with dreads. So he's the fourth highest appearance holder. Oh, actually, so it says he was a fullback as well, winger and fullback. I remember him playing centrally. But it's saying
Kevin Kilban.
Yeah, there we go, Kevin Kilban.
Wasteman. Wait, he's not a flipping
What's he
centre mid.
Rob, he played centre mid. He played centre mid. He played centre mid for Everton. He played centre mid for Everton. No.
He was a left back and a left mid. He never played.
He played centre mid. He played centre. Should we have a look? Kevin
You
Kilban.
have to thinking David Unsworth, Carlson, Gravison, and you.
Also, I never said.
Kilban,
I said midfielder. I said midfielder. I said midfielder. I never
You
said
weren't
that.
helping. You weren't helping. I said if I gave Sunderland, he'll give him away. He'll give it away. Sunderland was he?
He was synonymous. He was captain. Remember, he was captain. He was there with like Kevin Phillips, Niall Quinn. You lot don't know your ball, mate. You lot don't know your ball. Who else is there? Sorensen.
Flipping hell, Ishmael. if I had you on who on like, if you called me up on like who wants to be a millionaire.
Oh my day! Wait, hang on. He played centre midfield as well.
You're leaving
Look, other positions. Let me send you this now because you lot are taking a piss. Don't know about Kevin Kilban.
Kevin Kilban plays that centre mid.
Don't know about Kevin Kilban, the centre mid. Look, what's this?
It's so small, San Marino.
You just hate them, don't you? You just absolutely hate them. You don't see that.
So it's right off of Rimini, which is near where my mum's from.
Do you hear that, Ishmael?
Wait, can you see that? You can't even see the screen, can you?
No,
Wait, go on.
I just said Nick Pope could be
Oh,
working
God.
for
You said that? Wait, tweet it.
Worker.
Wait, tweet it. That's good. That's fucking bad.
I said it there, so that's practically retweet.
Yeah.
Said on live television.
4-0 was embarrassing.
You gotta get at least 6 or 7 against these guys.
Now, for me, it's the clean sheet. I don't want to concede.
We just haven't. I think we've just looked a bit. Our final third play, we get into good opportunities and good positions, but I think we're not getting the ball into the box as much.
This is just not a test. This is not an accurate.
We haven't got. I mean, Chilwell should be hitting the line.
But for me, this isn't a measure of how well we're going to do at the Euros at all. Like, it's a bit pointless.
No. Jude Bellingham is looking unbelievable. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, unlucky.
He's getting forward, isn't he? San Marino should just be only playing teams that need to qualify to be in qualifiers. There's plenty of teams in the world.
It's like FA Cup.
You probably hate them, don't you? You probably hate it.
It's just like, what is the point in this? Like,
the thing is, like, from that article, I mean, they're not like
They're proud and they're taking it seriously. It's like we've come a long way from like swapping shirts at half time, like, and they are putting a lot of work into it, which is mad. Like for what? Like what?
Actually, wait, hang on. Did you just see that?
See that stat?
What was it?
We've had 30 attempts. They've had 1.
You got to think, like, this is like they're. I mean, I don't know that. What's the age of San Marino? Like they must.
30 years old.
Yeah, man. That they're still establishing.
That's 1 year for every shot. 1 year for every shot England have had.
And also, yeah, think about tourism. Like before they started playing football, did you even know San Marino were? I know.
Would you go there now? Are you going to go there on holiday?
But at least I've got to acknowledge them. Like, San Marino.
I'm going to find out some fun facts
They're
about
dead
the
at
place.
football. Yeah, what's their main export? What's their main export? What are they?
Football shirts.
Made in San Marino.
So this is a backing from a hero. David Gualtieri is a household name for those who love the game in San Marino. In fact, at 6.3 seconds, he held the record for the fastest goal in a FIFA competition for over 2 decades. On that day in 1990, England took the pitch in Bologna against San Marino, and straight from kickoff, Stuart Pearce underhit a back pass, and then 22-year-old striker squeezed it in to beat David Seaman and shocked the entire nation.
Oh!
Oh!
Eventually
Only
won
what-
7-1.
On his debut.
Mate.
You heard it here first, David Guattiglieri.
Now I work in the IT sector.
And San Marino is a customer of mine. I set up the Wi-Fi network at the stadium for them.
Oh my god.
Wait, is that real? Is that real?
Yeah, he works for Virgin Media.
No, so we don't come.
He's a
Legend.
Foden assist as well.
great for him. I do, yeah. Do you know what? Good for Ollie Watkins. I was bashing him earlier, so he shouldn't be in the squad. But it's nice to see them. It's nice to see players scoring in a debut. You know.
Nah, you know what? I just think the whole England thing has become a bit of a joke now. Like
You know what?
anyone's getting a cap.
Can I just say something? Can I say something? Yeah. Do you know all that shit about all that stuff coming out about how he loves Harry Kane and like been modeling his game off him, wants to know like how he stuff. That was a classic Harry Kane goal.
Through the legs.
Nudge through the legs, little nudge out.
Set yourself.
Yeah. That's
What did he say about Harry Kane?
Don't paint that. But yeah,
What did he say?
He was like he was in a press conference. He was basically saying that a Tottenham coach went to Brentford when he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he basically said that he was saying to him like, oh, what does Harry Kane do like in his preparation? Like, how can I be more like Harry Kane? And now 3 years later, he's training with him, and it's a great story. Like, fuck off, man.
I feel like they get
No
told
one
to
cares.
say shit like that. You know when like Tyrone Mings,
Yeah.
Mortgage broker, and then like
Proper Santiago
They love-
Nunez kind of vibe.
yeah, they love built like he's a professional footballer to be playing for England. Do you know what I mean? It's like who would have thought like when I was playing the low like what do you expect?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, they love building up,
It's,
like,
but it's the romance to football,
yeah,
though,
it
isn't
is.
it?
But
Like
it's
that's
every
what
player who's coming into the squad.
It's such a
Like you're disrespecting them. Like like
I don't think it's disrespectful. It's just,
It's
it's
a
an
sign of
acknowledgement of how far they've
from.
come,
Yeah.
and it's an appreciation that anyone.
for me.
can
It's
look-
not for me. It's not disrespectful. It's just boring. Like we hear the same thing every time. Like it was my dream since blah blah blah. I'd rather just hear someone with a bit more personality.
Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of think that if that is actually true, and he's thought that, I think it's incredible to just see someone aspire to become something and then actually do it.
Yeah. Completely. Don't get me wrong. The come up is great. The come up is amazing, but it's just boring to hear. It's a bit. The delivery was a bit dead. I was just like, yeah, cool.
before you get your first cap against San Marino, like
Yeah.
Say that? Did he say it recently?
I just think
like-
this is if you were to listen back.
Yeah,
to this,
it's literally it's like 2 days ago. It's like 2
Was
days
that,
ago.
was that a
Yeah, it's
retrospective
just-
conversation?
And I like, but I just think this is the England PR team doing it before every player gets their first cap.
Yeah, they have to do a bit of research into
Yeah.
it.
It's
do a
like this
couple
whole
of
thing,
Instagram
like, we're
posts.
going out, like it's just I'm just like
playing for your country is a big deal. Like
yeah.
it's a big deal.
I haven't got
Like,
anything against that personally. I quite like that.
Yeah,
story.
I like that shit.
I like that. I love that story.
Doesn't sound like it, bro.
They just do it.
I'm not really a fan. I'm not really a fan. To be honest.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
rather
like-
just
You get those stories of like Jamie Vardy when he came through, like Ollie Watkins coming from the lower
things.
league.
No, Jamie. Yeah,
It's rare to see that.
Jamie Vardy's one's a bit different. Jamie Vardy's
Yeah.
one's a little bit different, I think.
Jamie Vardy's like he had a tag 2 years ago.
Yeah. He was on curfew.
Man, literally next like a Red Bull before the game. It's like, all right, let's go. Lads. Like, it's a little bit different. But
I mean, it's the
fair
come up,
play
it's the
to
come up,
fair play
it's the
to
narrative
fair play
trying
to Watkins.
create.
Jamie Vardy, the next Red Bull before every game.
Yeah, man.
Does he?
Yeah, it's like,
Not every game, not every game, but I think like it's like a regular thing.
Like what? Where is the brand partnership there, Moses? Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like you should be getting Monster all over that.
Yeah.
Or
To be fair, it's probably not Red Bull. It's probably not Red Bull. It's probably the Tesco one. It's probably the Tesco one that's like to be like here.
There, you could never get him to go. He's basically pigeonholed himself there. It's Red Bull or nothing.
it's not like Red Bull need Jamie Vardy either, is it?
But he literally is
Who
the
doesn't,
embodiment of a
though?
Red Bull. Drink a Red Bull, turn into Jamie Vardy.
Yeah,
Like, you can actually imagine that. You know what I mean? Fuck wings. Like you'll be playing football when you're 35 and you'll be banging goals. Drink Red Bull. Do you know what I mean?
in the Prem.
That's the ad. It'll get better with age. Drink Red Bull.
Idea, like, instead of the advert itself, it's just like the subtext of the advert.
Yeah.
So it's like drink, eat Muller yogurt, and like you'll be able to shag younger men.
Yeah.
kind of thing, like.
Yeah. You'll be a Greek
Like,
goddess.
You won't be fat.
Back post. Back
Oh.
post.
Oh,
Oh, it's a pen.
Honest advertising.
Rare.
There's VAR. We got VAR.
not a pen.
Is there VAR in this game? as well?
Links, girls will want that.
They shouldn't be.
That's a pen. It's a pen.
Nah.
It wasn't 5 mil. That would be a prem per pen.
Do you actually think that's a pen?
They kicked him. It's in the prem. It's a pen.
Yeah, but the Prem, we're not going to use that as like the bar for refereeing, are we?
We're not using it. That is the bar. The Premier League is the bar.
But look how low the bar is literally on the floor then, because the referees are flipping shocking.
Ooh.
He's meant to go. How is he meant to not go for that? So if you put your head down to the ball, then
He would have backed into him and snapped his neck. Rob's off.
Yes, in a bit.
Easy.
Going
It
out,
looks
going
quite
out
like
of
a
a bang.
comfy space to get through, but Rob's so cramped. Right.
All right, man of the match. What are we saying?
Man of the match. I think I'll give it to Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, big impact. Big impact. Didn't DCL bag the bracer, didn't he? Did he not?
I would go with probably. I didn't really see much of it. Well, I mean, I watched the whole thing. It's hard to pick one.
A lot of the potential shouts have come off at half time.
Yeah, DCL was decent.
Jude Bellingham. I think I want to give it to Jude, but I'd say he's only good enough for one half. I'd give it DCL, you know.
Yeah, Ward Prowse was a shout. Did the DCL bag too?
Yeah. Oh, I need to change the scoreline. Bloody hell.
So we've had DCL 53 minutes and Ollie Watkins 83.
England can do a starting 11 just of lighties, and it'd be quite good.
Oh my god, who'd go in goal? Trent. Stick
Let's
Trent
do
in
it.
goal.
No, you just have.
Okay,
Imagine
go on.
wait. Okay, let's do the goalkeeper later on, but we'll start with
League Run.
United. Okay, so I'd have right back. You could do Trent, centre back.
Hella right back. Yeah.
Hella right back. So you could. I'd probably start with. I do Trent. Yeah, Carl Walker at centre back, and then I would have Tyrone Mings.
Yeah.
And then left back, I'd have Trippier.
I've got a shout. You can have Jamal Lewis.
Oh, Jamal Lewis. Yeah. I'd put Reece James in midfield as well as
who's
Bellingham
playing?
Mings and Walker.
Kyle Walker.
Lascelles, maybe.
Lascelles, I guess you could put in there.
Midfield,
But
you could have
Bellingham,
Ruben Loftus-Cheek,
Trippier,
Ali,
Okay.
Ali,
Lingard. Wait,
Then up front, Sancho, Rashford, and
qualifies as a lighty. Is Rashford a lighty?
Barkley's a lighty. His granddad's Nigerian.
Barkley's
Did you know
not
that?
a lighty. He's white.
yeah.
His
not
granddad's
a lighty.
Nigerian.
His granddad's Nigerian.
Can't call him a lighty. There's not much room
I'm
there.
joking,
Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
joking.
There's not much room. It's hard though because it's like how do you acknowledge a lighty?
Like one black parent, one white parent.
So okay, fine. Let's not. Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, he's a lighty.
Calvert-Lewin.
Front three is Calvert-Lewin, Rashford, and Sancho. No,
Rashford's not a lighty though.
Rashford's not really a lighty.
No, I wouldn't say I was a lighty. I'd say that Rashford is a lighty.
Okay, so not Rashford, Sancho, DCL, and
Actually, do you know what?
Free Walcott.
Yeah, but black players is easy.
There's a bit of.
He's going in goal. Then. He's going in goal.
Barkley's in.
You Watkins, Sancho, and DCL.
DCL.
Phillips is black as well.
Calvin Phillips is right. Yeah.
We've got too many midfielders. There's too many
I
midfielders.
feel like Foden's black as well.
His soul. Just because he got a shape up.
Yeah. We've got to give Grealish a shout out. He's definitely got some black in him. He's had some black on. He's had some black around. In and around.
Anyone
Anyone else think Tyrone Mings? Tyrone Mings looks like Billing from Bournemouth.
Yeah, Billings. Yeah,
Is it Billings or Billing?
Billing. Mings, Billing, probably
Billing.
I get Mings and Billing.
That's it.
That's
Full
been a
time.
first
It's been a
half.
pleasure,
Good
guys.
first half. Yeah, thank you for joining us, Todd.
My pleasure.
Sure, it won't be the last time.
Pleasure as always. Pleasure as always.
Yeah. What do you think of the game then, Ishmael? I think the first half for me anyway was a lot more enjoyable than the second half. 5-0.
These kind of games always lose momentum a bit after, especially if you're what we 3-0 up at half time, 4-0 up. It was a decent performance, but for me, I don't know. I didn't find out anything else out that I didn't know already about these players. No surprises. But yeah, what are you saying? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, it was typically. Do you know what? I think England usually it's like 0-0 or like 1-0 up until like the 70th minute, and then we score all our goals. So it's good that at least we're put to bed nice and early, and we're looking dangerous, man. And we look like a team that can attack. That first half was good and was enjoyable, but like we keep saying, it's San Marino, so it's hard to necessarily be like too like we shouldn't be placing too many like permanent views of players off of this game. So yeah, look, I mean 5-0, dispatch San Marino, clean sheet, 3 points, a good start to the World Cup qualifying campaign. But yeah, for me, it's not we're not going to be learning too much about these players now. But yeah, it's good to see some players who look comfortable on this stage, like Bellingham. For a player of his age and his experience, looked like he really just took the game by the scruff of the neck when he came on. Foden as well. Young players looking really promising. And yeah, not much complaints. Not many bad games or bad performances out there. But yeah, look, I'm happy with that performance. I take it.
Did anyone disappoint you that you thought would maybe have a bit of a better game or?
Sterling, I think, could have played better enough. He had a couple of chances. Jesse, I feel like he could have. He didn't get a goal, did he? I feel like he should have got a goal today. But look,
you could maybe say Jesse was trying a bit too hard. The first international for like
he wanted the goal. He wanted the goal, and yeah.
You want to cap over goal on it.
For me, he's done well, Jesse. He's shown that he still belongs at this level for me, and definitely can still do a job for England. Whether he goes to the Euros, I think it means that we see one of Jack Grealish or Maddison not going. And for a team,
I can't live in a world where they don't go.
I feel like Maddison is weirdly the player that's close to the edge.
He's in danger. But do you not think that's a bit of recency bias because he's been out?
Yeah,
he's been out a little bit recently. He's come back. He's just coming back. But do you actually think Lingard's got more of a claim to be in the squad than Maddison? Because I agree with you that he's looking like the one that might be left out. But how do you see that? How do you see that one?
It's a tricky one because for me, it feels like Foden, Grealish are definitely going.
I think they're undroppable.
Feels like Mount's definitely going as well, and I feel like he kind of blurs the line in a similar way to what Maddison does. I don't think Jesse goes.
You know what? I feel like Maddison might miss out.
Yeah, same. But
I think Jesse goes. I think Jesse goes and Maddison misses out.
I find it hard to accept that, especially considering how good Maddison's been this season and also how well Leicester are performing as a team. He's not just doing it for a club, and he's not a part-time.
No, I hear that.
He's not a Foden.
I think what might swing it in Southgate's favour is that, or Lingard's favour, is that he's done it before, proven. Do you think in the squad, like he's been talking about this? If you deep what Southgate's been talking about recently, he's been saying that like you've got all the quality in the world. It's just you don't have that experience. It's a bit of a like trial and error kind of thing for this tournament. So I think you will take a couple. I think we'll see like Dyer in there for certain. I think we'll see players like that who I think their form is kind of irrelevant. I think they just go no matter what because they are the experienced members in the squad. They've been there before. They've been to previous tournaments. And while I don't always agree with it, I do kind of see the logic behind taking someone like a Lingard who's in form over a Maddison who's had a great season. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I just don't think it's very
It's
merited.
hard, isn't it? It's hard to justify it. Yeah. But I don't think you can always have a meritocracy. I don't think that's always possible to have. Otherwise, we're literally just picking 23. It's just a vibes thing every time, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you've got to base it off form though, man. You've got to have the best players in England going. I don't think it's set for certain positions where like we don't have much depth or strength and depth, should I say? We have a lot of centre backs.
For me, we've got depth everywhere. We've got depth everywhere apart from centre back, like quality depth. I think everywhere else on the pitch we can chat to most teams in Europe, or most nations. But I think it's just centre back where it's all looking a bit mad at the moment. But everywhere else, I think we're as good as most other countries.
So who are your if you play three at the back in terms of centre backs, who are they?
I've actually changed my mind again today, I think. But I think my three centre backs would be Shaw, Maguire, Stones.
Same.
And have Chilwell or Saka at wing back. And I think I'd probably be more inclined to go Saka.
I play Saka
because you get another attacker. You get another attacker on the pitch, and you know that out of possession, you can go to a forward at the back. Luke Shaw's comfortable playing out at left back. And I think Maguire's going no matter what. I think Stones is going no matter what. I think you need to have pace in there somewhere, whether that comes from Kyle Walker playing or Luke Shaw. But I think you have to have one of them with the other two if we're going to play three at the back.
That's what I'd go for. If you had to play five at the back, my five would be Walker, Stones, Maguire, Shaw.
Stones, Maguire.
Yeah, and then
who you playing right? You playing right wing back then?
Walker.
Oh, you playing Walker right wing back, and then have okay, cool. Fair, man.
That's what I go for.
See, I don't mind that because you've got Walker and Shaw. Or did you say Walker or Shaw or Walker and Saka as the wing backs?
Saka, Walker.
And yeah, so you got they're both good going forward. Saka is a forward player. That's the kind of five at the back I want to see. I don't want to see it with two. That would be my issue playing Wan-Bissaka as like right wing back. Is like then it becomes very limited going forward.
I don't know. I think if you're playing a five at the back, I wouldn't play Wan-Bissaka right wing back, but I'd consider playing him right centre back.
Yeah, but I think while Walker's there,
if we had so for example, we went Walker, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Stones, Luke Shaw, I'm not angry with that.
I was watching Watkins go again. It was a bit of Harry Kane. He took it very quickly.
It's more what a five at the back means for our forward players, because then you can't play.
You don't get a 10.
You can't play Rashford, Sterling, and Kane, or Rashford, Sancho, Sterling, or Kane, and then as well as a Grealish. It's like those players and then central midfielders, and you kind of rely on the wing backs to provide support.
That's what it is, isn't it? Because you're playing with you're playing with inverted wingers, really. And I do think Grealish would. Southgate doesn't see Grealish as a midfielder, so I think he will see him as one of those as a left forward.
Him as a midfielder because he's not getting in. He's not getting into that starting lineup. Otherwise,
I'm really worried about Marcus Rashford's fitness. I know that seems out of the blue, but it seems to be now. Was it his foot this time, and his shoulder's not right either. It's not. The Euros aren't even that far away. But I don't know if. I don't know, man.
There is a bit of a break, fortunately, like a tiny break. But I think he'll be all right for the Euros. The Euros are one of those competitions. Most international tournaments. It's about how you grow into it. So I think we're blessed we're in a position where we don't need
We've
to
got
build
options here, mate. Going forward, we've got just. I think our forward options are as good as anyone's in Europe. I think we might have the best forward line in Europe. I think it's as good as German. Who's Germany's number 9? Werner.
Müller,
Like,
Werner. I think they play Werner.
Like, no one.
They play Werner, Gnabry, Sane.
Havertz. Yeah. Havertz and the 8. Like Kane's better than all their strikers. Spain's team is pretty dusted now. Like they're playing even
they got
Adama start for them.
Rodrigo, Adama Traore.
Fatty's not even fit. Fatty's had another.
Ferran Torres as well. Ferran Torres.
Fatty's had another knee operation. He could be fucked.
Oh my God.
I was reading about today. It's like
we were going to buy him as well. We were thinking about
Netherlands,
like 100 mil.
Netherlands. I think they played Depay up front. Yeah, Kane better than him.
De Jong.
It's only France.
Bergwijn as well.
Again, like meaty players. For me, it's only France and Portugal that I'm really scared of. I think everyone else we can match. We can go toe to toe. Then France's team is a bit frightening.
France and Portugal are both the European and world champions collectively.
Yeah.
Together, they've done it in the most recent tournaments.
With good Euro 2016 feels so far away now. I know it's only been an extra year, but
I was on my year abroad, man. I was in Paris.
Exactly. But let's wrap this one up. Have you got any closing thoughts before the game on playing against Sunday, Albania? Who do you want to see? Who do you want to see starting that didn't start today?
I would like to see Foden start.
For me, it's Foden, Bellingham. I think
Bellingham, Kane, obviously. And to be honest, in terms of wide positions, I don't think we've got that much depth there. I don't know who else is.
I've got the squad here. So we've got who didn't start today: Watkins, Maguire, Foden, Declan Rice, Trippier. We've got literally no wingers.
Rice,
Bellingham.
Rice play as well. Maguire, I'd like to see Maguire get a game next to Stones. I want to see what they're about. I'd like to see Shaw.
Luke Shaw's out. Luke Shaw left back. I'd like to see it. I don't want to see Eric die, so he can stay where he is.
You know what, let me give you my team for Albania. I'll go for Dean Henderson in goal.
Yeah, go on.
Dean Henderson in goal. I'd like to see Walker, Maguire, Stones, Shaw.
Is Walker actually in the squad? I don't think Walker's in the squad.
Walker, he's in the squad. I was watching him do kickouts with Phil Foden earlier. He's in the squad. Walker. Trust me on this one. I'll go with Walker.
No. I believe it. I can't. He's not on the bench. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. Walker, Maguire, Stones, Shaw, Henderson in goal. Then I go for Rice in goal. In midfield. Who's next? Then I can only go for Rice, Mount,
Bellingham.
Foden. Oh right, okay, good. I'll go Rice, Bellingham, Foden. Then Kane, probably Sterling.
Sancho's not injured. Sancho's not fit, is he?
Sancho's injured, yeah.
Wait, you ain't got no other wingers? Well, can you not call someone else up? Who's there in the Premier League?
What we're going to do, Ishmael, we're going to go back to 5 at the back, aren't we?
Yeah, because there's... probably.
You can't play a team of... Yeah, you literally can't.
Unless he plays Foden and Sterling as the wingers.
Yeah.
Foden, Sterling, and Kane.
Sterling will get paid up
Bellingham.
front. He looked like he played
Bellingham. Played Bellingham, Rice, and whoever else in midfield. I don't know if any players will play twice.
Yeah, no, I don't know if
but yeah, let's wrap things up there.
Yeah, we'll be back for the Albania game. We'll be watching that. Hopefully, there's another similar scoreline. We'll see lots of goals, clean sheet as well. But yeah, we got no Premier League football for a while now. When are we back for the When are we back, Ishmael? In Prem mode?
Premier League is a week tomorrow. No, a week on Saturday. So back on the 3rd. We'll be previewing the Arsenal Liverpool game.
Got some exciting plans for that one as well.
Very, very, very exciting plans for that. Very exciting plans. So stay tuned. It's nice to be supporting the same team, man.
If you've not watched the Trent video, guys, if you're tuning in, make sure you check it out. That one was an exciting one to get to be a part of.
Very special to
Had a special guest as well. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Ishmael, anything else to say? Anything else for people to look out for? Like we've forgotten to say, or
nah, man, just it's coming home, mate. I'm starting to get the feeling.
Flipping out, mate. I hope I need to get into that mode because right now England's just like a flipping depressing thing in my mind. But yeah,
it's nice supporting the same team. It's nice supporting the same team with Commando. That's it. That's all I can say.
It's true. But yeah, look, we'll be back doing that again on Sunday against Albania. But yeah, thanks for that, people. Cheers for tuning in, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're tuning in at the end, let us know in the comments. But yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for joining, and we'll be back soon. Peace.
Peace.